Welcome to the Living with Grace series. In this session, we will be talking about generosity. Generosity is a virtuous and altruistic quality that involves a willingness to give, share, or provide assistance to others without expecting anything in return. A graceful life is marked by kindness and empathy toward others, and generosity is an expression of these qualities. It involves understanding the needs and feelings of others and responding with kindness and compassion. Generosity in the context of living with grace is a deeply compassionate and selfless act. It involves giving without seeking personal gain, recognition, or reciprocity. It's about helping others simply because you genuinely care about them and their well being. Those who give generously do not care about the conditions in which they give or have expectations. So their giving is not contingent on the recipient's behavior. It's not driven by a desire to boast or appear superior, but rather by a humble recognition of the interconnectedness of all beings. Generous individuals tend to have an abundance mindset. These individuals often experience a profound sense of gratitude for what they have and the opportunity to give. They believe that there is enough to go around and that by sharing, they can create a more harmonious and caring world. The generosity that we are talking about goes beyond giving material gifts and financial assistance, as generosity takes many forms. It can involve giving freely of one's resources and can encompass various forms of support. It might include emotional support, volunteering time, knowledge, and acts of kindness. Generosity not only benefits the recipients, but can also have a profound impact on the giver. In addition to this, it contributes to a more harmonious and compassionate society. Acts of generosity can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to follow suit. In summary, generosity in the context of living with grace is a beautiful and virtuous way of interacting with the world. It involves giving with an open heart, fostering empathy, and embodying the qualities of kindness and humility. By generating generosity in your life and integrating it, you not only uplift others, but also enhance your own sense of purpose and well-being. Thereby, it creates a more graceful and harmonious existence, not only for yourself, but also those around you. As Oscar Wilde says, we make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. And so we're now going to explore generosity a little bit further. I'd like to invite you to find a comfortable seat and soften your gaze or close your eyes if that feels right. And then just taking a few settling breaths. And now taking a moment to reflect on what generosity means to you. Calling to mind a time in your life when someone was generous toward you. Maybe you were the recipient of a gift that you appreciated. Perhaps someone offered you support during a challenging time. Maybe someone showed you a random act of kindness. And once something comes to mind, just reflect on that experience. With as much detail as possible, think about where you were, who you were with, what you received. Calling to mind as many details as possible. And now Noticing any feelings associated with being the recipient of this generosity. Maybe it was excitement, joy, connection, gratitude, just seeing what comes up. And now, reflecting on a time when you were generous towards someone else. What you gave doesn't have to be monumental and it doesn't have to be material in nature. Maybe you gave your time, offered another kind words or smile. Maybe you offered support to someone during a challenging time. Once something comes to mind, reflecting back on this experience in detail. And noticing how it felt to be generous toward another. Maybe taking a moment to savor any good feelings that are arising. Now, I would like to invite you to think about someone in your life that you normally look right past. Perhaps it's your dry cleaner, the grocery store clerk, your gas station attendant. Once you have this person in mind, I would like to invite you to think about how one small act of generosity might make them feel. What is one small act of generosity that you could offer this person? Maybe it's a smile, some kind words, friendly acknowledgement. Acts of generosity do not have to be large and grandiose. They can be small and yet still significant. You can be generous and make an impact on those who least expect it. And by doing so, we may create a ripple effect, inspiring others to follow suit, which in turn will create a more graceful, harmonious world. Now, just gently letting go of this reflection, opening your eyes if they were closed. And I would like to encourage you to invite a spirit of generosity into your interactions with others and notice how it can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to follow suit. Thank you for your practice.